Mighty Doom, Bethesda's top-down mobile Doom shooter game, has launched officially in select markets. And here's my initial thoughts as I started it out and what I think of the game in general. So this game is actually really fun. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. There's so many cute elements of it. The fact that it is a top-down shooter is cool. I really like that element. It definitely is reminiscent of playing arcade games for me as a kid. A lot of arcade games that I played as a kid were top-down games, and this was giving me that kind of nostalgia of using like a joystick and moving around a game and having really limited things you need to do other than navigate the map to avoid getting hit. Definitely, if you like that kind of game, you'll probably be pretty good at this game. But it's also a mobile game, so it has that freemium element to it that most mobile games have. And I think, unlike other mobile games that are out on the market right now, this is one of those mobile games that you're going to be able to play without having to pay the freemium costs of it. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a grind, as with any freemium game where you don't want to pay for the premium, but that doesn't mean it's going to be something that stops you entirely from playing the game like a lot of other mobile games are. And thus far, I've had no issues with like advertisements or anything like that. There's certain points where if you were to die, like I just did on here, it'll give you the option to watch a free thing, an ad, or use some of your points that you like collect in the game, and that will revive you. One big freemium element. And then there's other ways to like, you can buy certain things in the game that allow you to redeem other things, and that is really where the freemium comes into play in this game, watching ads or paying for things. And honestly, it's not that bad because you still collect them in everyday gameplay. Now, if you get to the end of the level like I did a couple times and not able to beat the boss, you got to go replay the whole level, which, can be frustrating. I can imagine myself doing it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times and then putting it down for 24 hours and coming back to it. Or I could pay for the premium and upgrade all of my stuff, my weapon, my player, all that, and, beat it outright just there. But this is not a game-breaking deal for me, personally. I'm fine with the grind to collect what I need to collect to play the game, and yeah, it's really fun. So I will say I am playing it on my Z Fold 3, which is a really big screen. I haven't played it on my smaller, older phone yet, so I think it might be a little bit more difficult on a smaller device, but I'm also don't have the best vision, so that could just be a little bit on me. But having a nice big screen definitely makes this game a lot more fun to play. Obviously, this is a really big screen. But anyway, if you have like an iPhone Pro, I think it's going to be great too once they finally launch on the Apple Store. As of right now, what the information I can find is it's limited to certain countries. I'm in the US. I was able to get it on my Android phone. But yeah, I think this game is absolutely worth a play. If you like top-down games, especially if you like arcade-style games, especially. I mean, when you really think about it, arcade games are kind of freemium games to begin with. If you're willing to put in however many dollars worth of coins into an arcade game, you might be able to kind of like justify buying some of the freemium stuff in this one as well. Overall, my initial impressions are this thing is very fun. It's the fact that this is the boss I couldn't beat, by the way. This is sped up gameplay just a little bit. It's 150% just because I wanted you to see more of it. But I kept getting killed at this boss. I need to figure out the timing better of avoiding his little arrays that he's shooting out. And as you can see here in the screen, this is where like the freemium stuff would pay off, is buying the benefits and the perks and everything like that to get past certain things that you might be struggling with, where it could be a slower grind of redoing the same level over and over again. But not a deal breaker for me personally. Obviously, this is my first time playing this game, so I haven't gotten quite the hang of it yet, but I think people who are really into top-down kind of games are going to love this thing because it's fun. And like I was saying, the cute element of it is kind of, there's a large juxtaposition and it makes it even more fun to play. Like, I'm not expecting, when you get close enough to killing someone, the character allows you to walk up to them and essentially rip their head off their shoulders. I just did it. And that is funny to see in a like miniature Doom character, like the Slayer. It's cute. And that cuteness was making it more fun for me. Granted, I like cute things. You know, I'm sitting here, my AirPods case right here. I do enjoy cute things, but it's funny to see that like violence mixed with the cute. And, you know, it adds to my overall impression that this game is fun. It's visually pleasing to look at. And you know what? I think it's going to add to Bethesda's repertoire as a mobile game creating company. And, you know, they did very well and are continuing to do well with downloads of Fallout Shelter. I could see them continuing to do this style thing as a moneymaker for them and as something that's fun for fans in between installments of games. I like this. It's fun. So my initial impressions are of this guy, other than the freemium elements, which I was expecting but so far have been minimal, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. But I want to know what you think in the comments, and be sure to drop a like, because if you like my gaming content, I want to keep doing it for you. All right, everybody have a wonderful day, and let me know what you think of this game. See you in the next video.